everybody. My name is Dee, and you are welcome to the Scaresbury Diaries Horror Cookie Episode 1, where we are going to talk about one of the most chilling cases from America, the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer was an American serial killer who operated in Northern California in the late 1960s and 1970s. It was around 1968 when a teenage couple was shot to death in an unpopulated remote area nearby to their car in San Francisco. When they were driving on the Lake Herman Road, the girl named Betty Lou Jensen and the boy named David Faraday were the high school students found shot to death on the Lake Herman Road just inside the Benicia city limits. 1 year later, another couple was attacked in similar circumstances, though the male victim here survived. After the 1969 attack, the killer contacted the police to make them alert about the crimes and to take the responsibilities for 1968 murders. After that, the last known victim, a taxi driver, was shot in October 1969. Considerably, Zodiac Killer claimed to have committed around 37 murders in the messages and newspapers. He was infamous for sending taunting letters and cryptograms to the newspapers, some of which have been decoded, revealing the messages that expressed enjoyment in killing the people. His letters, sent from 1969 to around 1973, were signed with a symbol resembling the crosshairs of a gun sight and typically begin with the phrase, "This is the Zodiac speaking." Please note, cryptograms are a type of coded messages that he sent to the local newspapers. He also used ciphers in the letters he sent to the media and police to celebrate his crimes and taunt the authorities. Ciphers were a key part of the Zodiac Killer's modus operandi. Some of the ciphers used by him were Z340 and Z408. This 340 character cipher was one of the most difficult to crack. It was first published in the newspaper in 1969. In December 2020, an international team announced that they have cracked the cipher and FBI confirmed the solution. The cipher's text included, "I hope you're having lots of fun in trying to catch me." Also referring to Z408, this was the Zodiac Killer's longest cipher, containing 408 characters in total, and the killer split the cipher into 3 parts and mailed each part to the different newspapers. The San Francisco Police Department has investigated over 2,500 suspects, and some credible suspects include Gary Francis Post, Lawrence Kane, Richard Marshall, etc. The only suspect the authorities ever publicly named was Arthur Leigh Allen, a former elementary school teacher who died in 1992. Investigators agree on 4 confirmed attacks by Zodiac Killer in California, which resulted in 5 deaths and 2 survivors. Also, a DNA expert from Towson University was brought on to assist in the investigation. They have tried to use DNA evidence to link the suspects to the Zodiac Killer. A team of volunteers called the Casebreakers have also investigated the Zodiac Killer case. Casebreakers claim that a man named Gary Francis Post is the Zodiac Killer, citing the similarities between Post and 1969 police sketch of the Zodiac Killer. However, law enforcement agencies have dismissed the Casebreakers' claim. From 1969 to 1974, Zodiac Killer mailed heavily misspelled letters and ciphers to the law enforcement and media outlets. As I said earlier, the letters begin with, "This is the Zodiac speaking," and were signed with a symbol of crosshairs of a gun sight. Also, 4 mailings had cryptograms enclosed with them. If we talk about the challenges that the police faced, then for the Zodiac Killer, most of his murders involved him shooting the victim and running away. The only crime scene where he had extended the contact with his victims was at the Lake Berryessa. There, he stabbed Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard repeatedly before returning to his vehicle and driving away. Since the case was around 1969, police faced a lot of challenges because of the lack of facilities of CCTV, cell phone data, and also touch DNA, etc. Therefore, investigators were left with almost nothing to work with. Therefore, Listening to these crime cases might be already frightening to you all, but what I'll say in the conclusion might make you a bit more afraid. Although there were so many suspects found in this case by the San Francisco Police Department, none of them were considered as the real killer. Yes. Also, the Arthur Leigh Allen, although was considered as the Zodiac killer, the jury found Allen innocent of multiple charges brought against him by the state of California. Prosecution felt that even if Allen were the real killer, it would be very difficult to prove that due to the lack of evidence. Hence, by summing up all the things, one thing which is clear is that the Zodiac killer is still unidentified. And with this, we end our today's episode here and hope I was able to make you all stay till the end of the video. Thanks for watching the video.